Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and this is a breakdown of the announcement of Marvel Studios' Agatha All Along, the WandaVision spinoff series coming this September 18th to Disney+. This series has changed its title more than Wanda flipped the channel on her own hex, but I actually think that's the whole idea of this. I'm going to explain why. As far as I'm concerned, this is going to be a WandaVision Season 2, and you may remember this channel's unhinged analysis of WandaVision. It's an era that I'm most nostalgic for, so you know we are going to have you covered with weekly breakdowns and after shows with Jessica Clemons and myself. So here's everything we learned from the Marvel Disney upfronts. The series will officially be titled Agatha All Along and is coming September 18th. By the way, we also learned that Daredevil Born Again is coming March 2025, and Ironheart is confirmed for sometime during the calendar year of 2025. We don't know which month yet, but just a reminder that, you know, since this is an Agatha video, we are obligated to mention Mephisto at some point, and Sacha Baron Cohen has been confirmed as Mephisto for that Ironheart series. I know it sounds weird, and everyone just thinks that I made Mephisto up, but no, multiple industry trades have confirmed that casting and that he's going to be playing Mephisto on that series. So, like, Mephisto has already been confirmed, folks. But this announcement video, it goes through each of the past announced titles, and they're just kind of embracing the fact that, yes, there were several different titles that were announced for this series. It started with November 2021 when it was Agatha House of Harkness, that was for Disney Plus Day, and then July 2022, they renamed it to Agatha Coven of Chaos, and then in January 2023, there was a director's chair from the set posted by actor Joe Locke showing Agnes of Westview, which is supposed to be like Mayor of Easttown kind of thing. And then September 2023, they renamed it Agatha Darkhold Diaries, which was supposed to be like a Princess Diaries type thing. And then in September 2023, there was a filing with US Copyright Office that listed the series as just Agatha. And then most recently, this past week, Marvel posted and then deleted the title as Agatha the Lion Witch with Great Wardrobe, like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is just so funny. And then to that, Marvel's head of marketing, Asad Ayez, seemed very confused, so they deleted it immediately. But now that was like part of the joke here. There's several different titles, and in fact, these past titles may even be episode titles. There's going to be 9 in total, but I think this whole idea is that there's like different versions of Agatha and different parts of her coven and different fronts that she puts on, different layers of her personality, and that's just kind of the joke to her, is you don't know if you're talking to Agnes or Agatha or some other form that she's taking to deceive you. Now, this announcement video that they posted to social media just has this interesting like hex combination with these various kind of runic symbols. So you notice this like kind of sunburst configuration is actually several triangles that are inlaid upon each other. Now, this title design of Agatha All Along kind of forks off the edges of the A with like a branch, and I think this is showing the Witch's Road. And in fact, the Witch's Road was actually confirmed by Patti LuPone in an interview from Deadline on the red carpet with Patti LuPone, Catherine Hahn, and Joe Locke. Actually, take a look.
It was very important to her and Mary Lavanos, our producer, that there be as minimal CGI. So there's very little that is not practical magic or just our magic.
Yeah. I was telling somebody about the Witch's Road, how absolutely beautiful that we burst into tears when we got on the set and we saw the actual Witch's Road. So it's gorgeous to look at. On top of being a fantastic story, it looks like a $100 million movie.
Yeah, it was stunning, stunning, stunning.
I mean, it's funny that she describes it as a $100 million movie because like the per episode budget probably adds up to like $100 million when you count all 9 episodes. But also they confirmed in this interview that the show is going to be hilarious and deep, and Patti LuPone confirmed it will be a musical.
We can say that it is hilarious and deep. Yeah.
And it's a musical.
Oh, right.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
it's a
That's
musical.
I've heard about.
Which isn't that surprising. Patti LuPone is a Broadway great. Now, a question I have is, what do we think they mean by Marvel Television? Because they also put the new Daredevil logo with the Marvel Television atop that. And I think what that means to me is that they're trying to embrace the idea that this is going to be episodic week-by-week TV, that it's going to be something that brings you back to the TV at an actual time, or rather than something that's just like a really long movie that's broken up into 6 parts. They want it to embrace what's great about television, and I'm here for that. We want to thank Geology for sponsoring this video, but also to thank them for making sure we look camera ready all day, every day. Geology is a 29-time award-winning skin, hair, and body care company recognized in Men's Health, Oprah Daily, Hypebeast, Birdie, Esquire, and GQ. Geology's products use just a handful of powerful, proven ingredients that have been trusted by dermatologists for decades. If you don't know where to start, Geology can create a simple and effective skincare or hair care routine for you. All you gotta do is take a quick 30-second quiz. Geology can help you fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat dark or puffy under eyes, have smoother, hydrated skin, and target signs of aging. Right now, if you use code NewRockstars100, Geology will give you 100% off their award-winning skincare trial set. You'll also get an additional bonus offer of up to 30% off one skin, hair, or body product when you add it to your trial. That's 100% off plus an additional 30% off. That's a lot of off. Just click the link in the description or go to geolog.ie/rockstars100 to get started. Now, just a reminder of the cast here. Kathryn Hahn is coming back as Agatha Harkness, and we saw her at the end of WandaVision where she was still left in that hex. There was actually a deleted scene that was released with the WandaVision Steelbook that showed her flirting with an EMT, saying that she did want some mouth-to-mouth, and we heard a laugh track in there. So she's still in the sitcom hex as we know it. But this show is going to at least address her origins with the coven that she started in. You remember where they were chanting Mors Monstro Natural as they were trying to absorb her power, but she redirected that spell because she acquired extra knowledge and sorcery from the Darkhold that she wasn't allowed to by her mother Evanora. But that actress is actually coming back on this show. She wasn't there at the upfronts, but Aubrey Plaza is playing Rio Vidal, who seems to be an original character, a green witch, a potential ex-lover of Agatha. She may be connected to Contessa Vera Vidal from the Iron Fist comics, but we don't know that for sure. There's only one brief glimpse of Aubrey Plaza's character from the WandaVision Steelbook promo where she's wearing this interesting black outfit. She's standing over Agatha when Agatha's wearing a bathrobe. Aubrey Plaza seems to be levitating in that shot, and she's holding a dagger. It looks like Joe Locke is kind of hiding in the corner inside that closet in there. And Aubrey Plaza had said in an interview that she would wander in this costume over to the Megalopolis set to terrorize Adam Driver and Giancarlo Esposito. I'm glad someone was terrorizing people on that set who wasn't the director of that movie. Meanwhile, Joe Locke, a wonderful young actor, is playing Agatha's familiar, who is rumored, though not yet confirmed, we think, to be playing Billy Kaplan, like a teenage version of Billy Kaplan. Patti LuPone is playing Lilia Calderu, who's a 450-year-old Sicilian witch with divination powers, who's a member of Agatha's coven on this show. But it seems like there's going to be a battle for power. Who's going to be the ultimate Scarlet Witch of this coven? Now, Lilia Calderu first appeared in Marvel Premiere number 12 in 1973. She was seeking the Book of Cagliostro after Baron Mordo took it from her after they were in a kind of romantic relationship. Lilia dies in that issue, but she resurrects later in Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme number 8 in 1989, and she plays a new role in 2007's Mystic Arcana Scarlet Witch number 1 as a self-described queen of gypsies. She wears a serpent crown, and she leads her own coven. And she can make herself appear younger, but I wonder on this show if she might be kind of like a clairvoyant who's running her own business. Sashir Zameda from SNL is going to be playing Jennifer Kale, who's a sorceress and in the Marvel Comics, a longtime figure who first appeared in Man-Thing comics from 1972. Now, I wonder if this show might connect in some ways to what we learned from Werewolf by Night in the whole Bloodstone bloodline. I'll get to why in a little bit. Ali An is playing Alice, who's a witch we don't know much about yet, but Deborah Jo Rupp is returning from WandaVision as Sharon Davis. Young actor Miles Gutierrez Riley is playing a character named Eddie, who's believed to be Billy's boyfriend, but in the Young Avengers comics, Billy is actually in a relationship with Hulkling. We don't know if Gutierrez Riley is going to be playing Hulkling. I doubt it, honestly. Emma Caulfield Ford is returning from WandaVision as Sarah Proctor. David Payton coming back as Herb. David Lingle coming back as Phil. Asif Ali coming back as Abhilash Tandon. Amos Glick coming back as a pizza delivery guy, aka Mailman Dennis. And then Kate Forbes, as I mentioned, is coming back as Evanora Harkness. I think the most important source material to read is James Robinson's 2016 Scarlet Witch run. That's where the art was done by Vanessa Del Rey and the cover art by David Aja. It just looks really cool. This series digs into the resurrection of Agatha Harkness in a spiritual form, and I wonder if in this show, Agatha, she may actually be dead. She may be a ghost, because we saw in the WandaVision Steelbook promo that she does see a corpse in a morgue, and I wonder if that's her own body. So it's kind of like her ghost as she's disembodied and she's battling for control of her coven. But specifically what this series is contributing is the Witch's Road, which, as I mentioned, Patti LuPone did confirm is what we see in the WandaVision Steelbook promo. Kind of looks like a set from The Wizard of Oz. They have to walk through it barefoot. Witches and sorcerers are the only ones who can access this realm, and I wonder if they have to be barefoot in order to better connect with Earth, because that's where they derive their powers. And in the number 4 issue of that 2016 series, we see Wanda accessing the Witch's Road when she's kind of on this globetrotting adventure. She stops in Ireland when there's some kind of local issue that she's trying to solve. And inside that realm, she runs into Natalia Maximoff, which is her mother. This series kind of retcons the Magneto parentage of the character. And Natalia in one moment says that she's kind of a myth, but she was known by Ulysses Bloodstone and the Eternal Makari. And they come across Casa of Fuka, which is a beast from Irish folklore, and it becomes a battle between Declan Dane, the Emerald Warlock. So that is what we are seeing on this show. It is the Witch's Road, and it's just one thing that all these witches have to walk in order to connect with each other. I wonder if the end of this road is going to be the Scarlet Witch, right? That's the big question. Is Elizabeth Olsen going to show up on this show? That's what I ultimately hope for. I don't need it to be about Wanda Maximoff and the Scarlet Witch. It's not her show anymore, but I would love if she were confirmed to be alive once more in a post-credit scene. Okay, comment down below with what you love the most about this show, what you're most looking forward to. Follow me at EA Voss, subscribe to all 3 channels in the New Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.